inside this house in New Orleans, the Caesars Superdome. It's the All-State Sugar Bowl in the second college football playoff semifinal of the day. The number 2 seed, the Washington Huskies, taking on the 3 seed, the Texas Longhorns. Grady Gross kicks off, and this semifinal is underway. Returnable for blue. And the decision by Sarkisian to use him pays off immediately with a 31-yard kickoff return against one of the best kickoff coverage teams in the country. Here's Baxter. First down with a 16-yard run. The Huskies thought Majors, the center, was guilty of another infraction. Over the middle and incomplete. Trying to get it to Jordan Whittington. On 1st and 10. 3 minutes in. Play fake by Penix. They brought extra rushers to the horns, and the throw's right on target. Jalen Polk spins away. Jalen Polk being chased and tackled by Terrence Brooks.
And tremendous protection up front, because this V route, this deep post corner, takes forever for Polk to get there. And how about the throw by Michael Penix? I mean, right in the bucket, exactly where it needs.
And they'll pass several of those teams ahead of them tonight. On 1st and goal, Johnson to the end zone. No signal yet. The Husky fans think they scored. It is a touchdown.
And a great job by the left side of this offensive line. It just collapses down. But Johnson, one-on-one there, meets Michael Taft there, the safety, and he just powers forward.
21 touchdowns, only 6 interceptions. A lot of faking. It winds up as a screen to C.J. Baxter. 4-man rush after Ewers. He takes off running with a lot of room and slides down with a first down.
Is well covered in the back end. This is a part of his growth. Doesn't like anything downfield. Don't waste it. Get what you can get. He takes off. He doesn't run off.
Washington play this play without their first team all-conference linebacker, second leading tackler on the team. Jaden Blue. Touchdown. Longhorns running in every direction. And it seemed to confuse Washington.
And an excellent job by the left side of this offensive line. You're going to see double teams across the board. Kelvin Banks, the left tackle, and Hayden Connor just move that Washington defender off the point of attack.
We need to try to disguise our coverages and confuse him and make him hold the ball longer. They did rush him, and he still got it off to Giles Jackson. Jalen Polk, the second longest pass play in college football playoff history. Here's Tybo Rogers. Down at the 6-yard line, tackled by Jalen Ford. 2nd and goal. Penix under center.
Watch the fullback dive.
And it's Johnson for the touchdown. They line him up as an offset fullback with Bernard behind Penix.
And they get motion, jet sweep motion, to get flow from the linebackers at the second level, and they just hand it right there underneath to Dylan Johnson.
Bernard muffed the kick, and Texas has it. He tried to catch it at about knee high, and he did not corral it.
What a huge mistake here, as Bernard, like you said, Sean, tries to catch it off his shoelaces, doesn't play it properly. The AT&T connected cam shows that Texas clearly secures it, no problem whatsoever. Just a first critical mistake for Washington. That time the right guard Campbell and him moving at the same time.
6 penalties against Texas, none against Washington. After the fake, right on target to Whittington is Ewers. He broke a tackle or two and made it down inside the 1. And T'Vondre Sweat is in as well at the right end. They block this time for a Texas touchdown. Byron Murphy powers it in, a 1-yard rush. His second. He caught a touchdown pass against Wyoming.
And that's 2 fullback dives for touchdowns, 1 for Washington.
103-11. He was 67-3 at the University of Sioux Falls. Penix launches one deep, and it is caught by Roma Dunze. Managed to make a contested catch, one of his great strengths.
He's unbelievable. Gained 14 pounds in the offseason so he can make catches like this, get stronger. Draped all over him is Watts, but it doesn't matter. The throw is absolutely perfect from Penix. And even though he was grabbed, Dunze reels it in.
Up the middle, and it does not appear he got there. He did not. Trying to follow the block of Jack Westover, and Texas takes over on downs. He came up well short.
It's Byron Murphy again. I mean, he's just so disruptive, number 90. He splits right between the 2 offensive linemen on the right-hand side. He kind of slows down Johnson initially, and then
Ewers pressure right in his face, and the ball drifts incomplete. Xavier Worthy was breaking open, but he couldn't find the football in the air. Penix retreating, but still on the money. Terrific catch by Jack Westover. 2nd down and 10. They're in field goal range. Pressure. He stepped away from it. Fires, and it is caught on the deflection. Jalen Polk, the touchdown off the hands of Malik Muhammad. 29 yards.
And just a great route here by Polk. Watch how quickly the safety drives on this inside post. He triggers immediately. Penix moves in the pocket so beautifully. Throws a strike. It's nearly tipped. But Polk keeps his concentration and reels it in. What a huge play for Washington. And this is just a dart. It's really well defended initially. I mean, Muhammad almost gets 2 hands on the ball. The ball is just out in front of him. Polk never loses sight of where the ball is at. It's tipped up, and he reels it in. Great poise and execution. Does a little shimmy in the end zone. Well deserved after a terrific play.
There's a lot going on here.
Penix maybe cooking the gumbo there.
Still not a 3rd down conversion. This is 3rd and 1 out of the pistol with Baxter, the running back. Ewers faked it to him. He can run for the 1st down. He can run for a lot more, and slides down. Then got a hit, and here comes the flag against Asa Turner. This will be the first Washington penalty of the game, and trying to tie it for the 3rd time in this opening half. Baxter, touchdown, Texas.
And just a great job here by the center, Jake Majors. These guys moving that defensive front, the right tackle as well. Wow. Christian Jones, just so much movement on the goal line. Majors has reason to celebrate. He meets Baxter in the end zone. He wouldn't have gotten there if not for the terrific block by the center.
72 yards on 10 plays. Auburn, his 3rd extra point. He's made all 113 in his Longhorn career. And Michael Penix Jr. begins from the 30. Jack Westover moves out in motion. Dylan Johnson, the running back. It's Westover the catch. He runs over the tackler, Malik Muhammad. Washington has never trailed. They've led 3 times by 7 points. Texas has tied it each time. The fake to Bernard. Penix slides down with a 1st down. He's really become much less of a running threat.
As a result right here, they've run this play over and over again. This time, the linebackers.
Again, deliberate They frequently run the play clock down a lot. In the end zone, touchdown, Jalen McMillan. 19 yards, and the Huskies lead for the 4th time tonight.
Here, McMillan works right to the middle. He knows where the void is. The safeties are late in communication. Nobody takes the middle. Penix anticipates the throw and threads the knee.
First chance for Texas on offense in the second half, and it's C.J. Baxter. The ball comes out. Couple of Huskies say they have it, and the officials concur. And that is the first Texas turnover of the night, knocked out by Braylon Trice.
Braylon Trice is just relentless over and over and over again. Chasing the ball, this time taking his right arm, swatting the ball out. It bounces around for a moment before it's secured by Asa Turner.
From the 33-yard line, they're right on the edge of field goal range, trying to take the first 2-score lead of the night. They fake the short one. They throw for Westover, and another perfect throw. He's on to try a field goal of 26 yards. Had an excellent year. 13 out of 17. Jack McAllister, the punter, is the holder. Right down the middle. Under 6 minutes to go. 3rd down and 5. Pressure. It's Trice again. Ewers just got rid of it. Floated it towards Sanders.
And this is double A gap, but they actually, instead of walking linebackers up right over the center, they bring their best pass rusher. And you might want to account for him, especially given the fact that he's already made a few plays in the backfield a long time ago.
What a catch, boy, this Westover. Richard Newton has committed running back. He goes out in the flat. Penix looked at him for a moment, now scrambles in this direction, is on target to Adunze. To the 49-yard line. First downs in this quarter are 9-1 for Washington. They have taken control of the game. Penix, another design run. Not going to slide this time. And it is good. There's the flag down. So here comes Ewers, who did take a hard hit earlier in this second half from Braylon Trice.
Yeah, big collision. Trice goes right through the midsection, and Ewers hits his head immediately on the turf. Gets up. They checked him out on the sideline, but that was a big collision for Ewers. Glad to see he's okay.
Yeah, guys, after that hit, Quinn Ewers spent some time with Texas's head athletic trainer on the sidelines. He pointed to the back of his head multiple times. They checked him out. He ran back and forth down the sidelines, told him he was good to go.
Manning still warming up with his helmet on. Just kind of felt like at some point, given it's here in New Orleans, Arch's hometown, that he might get in the game at some point. And Texas trying to pick up the pace on offense. Wide open. Jaden Blue, nice cut. Couple of nice moves, and all of a sudden they're down inside the 23. The ball came out, and the officials, the line judge Jim Wary, saying he was down inside the 23 with a 21-yard gain.
After review, the runner fumbled the ball, was recovered by the defense. First down, Washington.
We heard the referee Ron Snodgrass. It was a fumble. It took a while for there to be a recovery, but at the end it was Braylon Trice, one of his teammates, sitting on the ball, and needed a line coach at Sioux Falls. So Grubb joined the staff for $2,700. Penix's pass incomplete, broken up by Tapp. State of Washington. Ewers down the sideline for Worthy. Xavier Worthy out of the witness protection program for a 29-yard gain.
And great recognition by Quinn Ewers, man-to-man coverage against Elijah Jackson. is that slot fade. Worthy wins, gets behind the defense. He drops it in there perfectly for a nice play.
They faked it to him, and it is caught. Adonai Mitchell with yet another catch in a college football playoff game. Looked for a moment like he might have jumped too early, but he still made the catch with Elijah Jackson in coverage.
Perfectly placed football by Quinn Ewers, high into the back shoulder where his 6'4" wide receiver on the outside can go up, time it perfectly, and reel it in.
Jalen McMillan, good blocking on the perimeter to help spring him. Penix was thrown for 398. Trying to get above 400, and he's on target. Odunze the catch with Ryan Watts in coverage. It's a first down at the 10-yard line.
And this is lock and combo coverage. The press man on the point of the stack. He's in man-to-man. Watts gets beat right off the snap. And Odunze goes right behind him, and the ball, like usual, down the field, perfectly thrown again.
27-yard field goal. Be a big step toward the national championship game if he can split those uprights, and he did. Cool as a cucumber, the sophomore from Scottsdale. Ewers is rushed for 46 yards, average 6.6 per carry. He lofts it for Sanders, caught, 31-yard line, first down. Sarkisian hoping he doesn't have to make that decision. Wants the touchdown right here. Ewers batted down again. And here is that decision. He doesn't hesitate. He sends the field goal team on. Made 19 straight field goals, the school record. 28 is third most in Big 12 conference history. The record is 30 by Josh Lambert of West Virginia. Unless he gets another chance, he's going to come up one shy of that, but he connected.
Looks like with the way they're setting the ball on the ground, it looks like it's going to be a bit of a corkscrew onside kick where it's going to be turning sideways as opposed to up and down.
Would you be tempted against this alignment to pop it over their heads and go chase it? They're not going to do it. It needs to go 10 yards. And it didn't go 10. It doesn't matter. Washington recovered it. It was Josh Cuevas to execute this turnaround. Michael knew the offense. They had off-season workouts where it was players only, and he basically told them, here's how we run the offense.
He's done a great job of explaining it, that's for sure. And
Royan Johnson on that last carry, now writhing in pain on the ground.
This is potentially huge too, because that clock was going to go all the way under 20 seconds.
He gets it off. Whittington almost interfered with. He was interference on the fair catch against Washington. It was the snapper Jaden Green who got down there quickly and got too close. Closest to the line in the three receivers to the right. Ewers lofts it up. There's single coverage, and it's caught. Jordan Whittington with Jabbar Muhammad in single coverage. 30 seconds to go. There to the Washington 28.
What a catch by Whittington, and how about the throw from Ewers?
They have not led tonight. Trying to take the lead in the final seconds. To the sideline, caught by Blue. They're going to mark it inbounds at the 12-yard line. Man, it's a tough call, and it's one of the biggest calls of the season in college football.
It is, and it's extremely subjective. He gets the ball in his fingertips, and afterwards the ball really doesn't move a lot. I think they're going to let this call stand.
It's a great effort there by Blue, and having the understanding. He dropped one earlier on a very similar play. This time it was a more difficult catch. He's somehow able to reel it in by the tips of his fingers and drop that foot in bounds.
Well, it's a huge call. If it stands, it's going to be 1st and 10 at the 12-yard line with 15 seconds to go. If not, they'll bring it back out to the 28-yard line. Texas is lining up at the 12 as if they think it's going to stand. But no word yet from Ron Snodgrass.
After review, the ruling on the field stands. First down.
My goodness. Texas trailing all night long. One last chance to advance to the national championship game. Ewers lobs it up, and it is incomplete. Intended for Mitchell. Elijah Jackson had the coverage. Washington hangs on and wins the All-State Sugar Bowl in the college football playoff